is Jason, and we will be talking about the Asian tiger mosquito and the southern house mosquito. Mosquitoes are known to be vectors of many diseases and known to be a pain in the butt to deal with their bites. In this debate, we cover the Asian tiger mosquito and the southern house mosquito to see which mosquito poses the most danger to humans. We discuss the behavior of each mosquito as well as their roles in transmitting deadly diseases. The Asian tiger mosquito is an invasive species that inhabits pretty much everywhere in the world, whereas the southern house mosquito is a mosquito species that is only native to anywhere between 36 north and 39 degrees south. Both species have unique characteristics that make them dangerous to society in their own way.
The insect or mosquito I'm going to be debating is the southern house mosquito, Lotoclux conqueficus. The southern house mosquito, or the Clux conqueficus, is a relatively average sized mosquito, being 4 millimeters in length. The main body is brown, while its head is lighter brown in comparison. The southern house mosquito eggs are laid at night in nutrient-rich water after hatching. The larvae will then feed on organic material in the water for around 6 days until they begin molting. They'll stay as a pupae for around 36 hours, with time being spent as a pupae, heavily varying at temperatures before emerging as an adult. As an adult, both males and females will live off sugar from plants. However, right after mating, female mosquitoes will get blood meals from mammals and birds for egg development and will lay thousands of eggs. The average mosquito will mate for roughly 5 times in her life, laying around 10,000 eggs. The southern house mosquito is a vector disease for diseases such as lymphatic filariasis, avian malaria, and the vicasires, and many more. That is transmitted to humans as well as wild and domestic animals. The southern house mosquito also loves to breed in dirty water in optimum temperatures and humidity. Its life cycle can be completed in only 7 days.
The Aedes albopictus, commonly known as the Asian tiger mosquito, is a medium-sized mosquito varying from 2 millimeters to 10 millimeters in length. On average, males are 20% smaller than females, and female Asian tiger mosquitoes will lay eggs in containers filled with water, such as tires, bird baths, flower pots, or holes in vegetation. When covered with water, the eggs will hatch any time between a few days to months after being laid. The larvae will then develop into pupae in as few as 5 days, and the pupae will then develop into adult mosquitoes within 2 to 3 days. The Asian tiger mosquitoes are active throughout the year in tropical and subtropical areas. Adult females will bite people and animals as they require blood to produce eggs. These mosquitoes don't fly long distances, so they live in or near homes in order to have easy access to human or animal blood. Their feeding peaks in the early morning and the late afternoon. The Asian tiger mosquito is a known vector of more than 30 viruses. Some of the human impacting viruses include Eastern equine encephalitis, Cache Valley virus, dengue, St. Louis encephalitis virus, and La Crosse encephalitis virus. The mosquito has experienced a dramatic global expansion, mostly due to human activities such as the transportation of used tires, and is now considered one of the top 100 invasive species, as reported by the Invasive Species Specialist Group, or the ISSG.
While the Asian tiger mosquito might seem extremely dangerous at first, a little deeper look into the insect shows that the Asian tiger mosquito has a variety hatching time between a few days to a few hours, few months, whereas the southern house mosquito has a hatch time of only 30 hours. On top of this, the southern house mosquito only spends 36 hours as a pupae, while the Asian tiger mosquito can spend up to 3 days. This means that while the Asian tiger mosquito is bigger, the southern house mosquito is able to reproduce quicker, spending more time as an adult, enabling it to transmit diseases from human to human at a significantly faster rate.
Although the southern house mosquito is able to reproduce at a faster rate, the Asian tiger mosquito still poses a greater threat to human health and society. Mosquitoes are greatly responsible for the transmission of viruses such as dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile viruses that are accountable for a large portion of human mortality worldwide. According to a study by Perea on the vector competence of various mosquito species, the Asian tiger mosquito have a consistently higher infection rate and transmission ability than the southern house mosquito. This means that the Asian tiger mosquito is more likely to become infected with deadly viruses and also more likely to transmit the viruses to humans and animals. Viral transmissions to humans has a direct impact on human health, but transmission to animals and livestock also has an impact on human society, as we depend on animals and livestock for food, recreation, and companionship.
While it seems the Asian tiger mosquito has a higher infection rate when compared to the southern house mosquito, the southern house mosquito is unique in the sense that it is known to transmit the Whitaker bancrofti, a nomad that causes lymphatic filariasis. Lymphatic filariasis is a human disease that can cause severe swelling in arms, legs, breast, or genitalia. Can also It also thickens the skin and makes it very painful. Another thing to note about this disease is that there's no vaccine for it and can severely affect your day-to-day life and can make critical changes to your social economic status. Because of the ability of this nematode, it is very clear that the southern house mosquito is much more dangerous to humans when compared to the Asian tiger mosquito.
Regardless of the impact of the Asian tiger mosquito and the southern house mosquito on individual communities, the Asian tiger mosquito has a greater global influence due to its wide distribution across all continents. This is in part due to a lack of an efficient method to control the Asian tiger mosquito populations. Though the species is heavily monitored by public health organizations, efforts to reduce the Asian tiger mosquito numbers are rarely successful due to its high insecticide tolerance. In addition to its current widespread global distribution, this invasive species is predicted to expand even further into areas with cooler climates due to its continuous adaptation to colder temperatures because of the increasing trend of global temperatures.
All in all, I think the southern house mosquito is the more dangerous species out of the two because of the alarming fast reproduction rate and growth rate, and its ability to transmit nematodes, which then can be which then can transmit a life-destroying disease with little to no cure. Because of the danger it poses, it is critical that we study the species to be able to prevent them from spreading diseases. By studying the breeding and life cycle, we might be able to prevent the spread of diseases and help spread awareness on how to avoid mosquito bites. Furthermore, by studying the specific species, we're able to know more about how nematodes are transferred through mosquitoes in order to prevent the spread of nematode-based diseases. Once again, my name is Dustin. Thank you.
Due to the variety of zoonotic diseases that the Asian tiger mosquito effectively transmits and its wide global influence, I believe the Aedes albopictus poses a significant danger to human society. The serious impacts of the mosquito on public health have been recognized by many scientists and researchers, as there have been many studies concerning the Asian tiger mosquito. For example, host seeking and blood feeding behavior of the Asian tiger mosquito have been topic of much research. The effects of various compounds on the Asian tiger mosquito have also been heavily studied. Research such as these are important for helping prevent the spread of deadly diseases and for reducing mosquito populations. By learning more about these mosquito behaviors, people can be warned about prime mosquito feeding times in order to lower infection rates. By discovering the effects of various chemical compounds on mosquitoes, an effective insecticide might be developed to decrease mosquito numbers and effectively reduce the mosquito's negative impact on human